Hey campers, George here. Downtown sunny Escondido in California. I'm currently visiting the kiddos for 10 days. Good time is being had. My youngest is working. She works down there somewhere. I hope. And while she's working, thought I'd take a stroll around, and what do you know? Antique malls. Lights. Let's check them out. So here we are. This road going that way is Grand Avenue, which is kind of the main street of downtown. And look here, the Urban Barn, 35 shops. Well, we're just gonna have to go and have a look-see. So here we are, it's called the Urban Barn, it's on Grand. Just spoke to the lady and she said, go ahead, do whatever you need to do. She was very nice. So let's go see what we see. So that you know there is music, so if I have to go quiet, I will do that. I'll try and find some decent music for you. They got a bunch of different stalls in here. Well, it is well organized, right? I didn't ask if they had knives or anything. I just said I want to have a look, see what you want, what you got. And she said, no problem, go ahead. $50% off everything. Must be something I can buy. Oh, Lordy. Always shocks me in California how competitive the pricing is. Always surprises me. You don't expect that in California. I will be going to another one down the street that I've been to before that I know has knives. Actually right next to where my daughter works. Sale time. Oh look, Hot Wheels. Shock and horror. What are these? Tim Duncan. Yummy. I wonder if that's to scale, because I know that dude is tall. That's all I know about basketball. Star Wars. Simpsons. Simpsons. How about that? That Wi-Fi back then? This is what I need for the cottage. Right. huge. It's huge. It wouldn't fit in the cottage. Get something like this to put my knives in. I don't know if it's big enough. Yeah, it is. Would be cool. Is this not a true story? I feel your pain. Oh, remember these? Where you dress them? That's pretty cool. Oh, I like the random. It's always a good thing when you're making something. Do something random, it'll get their attention. It's a true story. See, like that. It's different. I'm just gonna say. True story. When last did you hear that word? Tinctures. I know somebody who might want this. So there you go, the urban barn. They had a lot of little stores inside, a lot of knick-knack stuff, but I didn't see anything for me. Maybe you did. Let's go find another store. So this store now is a store I've been into before. It's a mall, antique mall, on Grand in Escondido. It's just down from my daughter's. I've been here before and I believe I even bought some knives. So, let's go see what we see. And this place antique mall of Escondido.
$12. And then your sales tax. Yeah. Okay.
Doorknobs. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I do want to look at those knobs though. Just ones. Look at that one. And buddy. It's just too much. These, I don't even know what they are, but they're pricey. Right after bragging about prices in California is not as bad as they look they are. We come across that. Bought some. How long before those expire? Anybody know? What does that say? What is that? Oh, gonna have to look at that. We need to know what that is. Look at the prices are a little bit more competitive here. Oh, spoke too soon. $36 for an electrician, I think that is. What is that one? Imperial. $8. Just look at that tank stamp. Bet you it's 55 to 88. Yeah. USA down the side. Something like that. That little Imperial is nice, but it's $30. Ooh. Oh look, Red Rider. 26 bucks. Look at this baller. Who made that? That ball is kind of interesting. See, that looks colonialish though. Ooh. And then some. Here's fun for your razor guys. Tell me that's not what it is, right? Wow. I think I want to look at that. Just because. What does that mean? want to have a look at that. Oh, the other one I want to look at. Actually, can I have a look at the yellow one next to it?
Yeah.
I'd like to look at them all, but I know some of them. Look, you see Stag Island. It's in good shape. And yeah. It's a pity. I've got one of these, but I wanted to see. Maybe my knives are worth more than I thought. This is an unusual one. This says Camp Buddy on it. Who wants to say? Hammer brand, right? No? Imperial, maybe. Nope. Let's see. And we like to guess and play games.
Good morning.
Can't see what that says. Anybody know what that is? Let me know. See, it's an old knife,
Yeah.
but the tang stamp, that stamp on the tang, it says Shrade Walden.
Good variety there.
This is the Red Rider,
Ones that are pretty cute.
but let
They're
me show you who
vintage.
made it.
Right, cool.
Yeah. Thank you, Curtis. I'm over here.
Yeah. See that?
Those are cute. I mean, that one's cute. I don't know.
I'm trying to see who made it, and I can't read it. Man, cannot see that. You know who made this? Let me know. Almost want to say Syracuse. Oh, yeah, fine. Note the knife. Look at the tip, guys. It's round. And this is...
Thank you, Peggy. Coffee spilled up at the front.
Sorry about
That's okay.
So that was interesting. Didn't disappoint. Been there before, like I said last time I was here. And they had knives. They had a lot of knives. The one guy... I need to look up those Rough Riders and marbles he had. You're asking, $45 for a Rough Rider. I'm not so sure. Pretty sure you can get him for a lot less than that. But not really interested in them, but I was just wanted to know. I did buy a couple of knives. Two from a company I didn't know about. That is Syracuse Knife Company. No? Don't know how to pronounce it. They were around a while ago, and yeah, Camillus, side company. And not around for very long, but like from the 40s. So that was exciting. I couldn't really read the name, but then I found it Syracuse, so there you go. Things are looking up. Little pricey, but still I don't have any, now I do. And they need to be cleaned. Joy. I've got some chores to do now for my daughter while she works. I'm going to go and do that, and then I am going to look at those knives. We'll have a look at them and see what's what. So here we are. Yep, in the man cave. For some reason, I went home and went over all the knives that I found and then lost the video. I don't know what happened to it. So here I am, back home in the man cave. Mary was just here, but she is still upset with me. She was happy to see me, and then not so much. So, let's have a quick look at those knives I found in Escondido. Here they are here. 4 of them. 2 are the same, 2 not so much. So here we go. First one I want to look at is this guy here. Look at that. And if you look closely, it says it's a smoker. And when I first saw this, I thought Victorinox, right? Well, surprisingly, it's not. However, let me show you what it's all about. Ooh, here it is here. See that? Almost looks like a weird fisherman, right? You've got your blade here, rounded tip, and then you got this spike, and then you got this thing on the end. And basically, you know, they call it a smoker's, but they do show you a pipe. And that's really what it is. It's a pipe knife, pipe smoker's knife. And the tools for this are basically you have your blade. It has an edge on it, but it's rounded at the tip. It doesn't have a sharp tip. And then you've got this spike tool, whatever you want to call it, and that. Well, this is used to clean the bowl of the pipe. Now, when you see people smoking their pipe, they put the tobacco in, they light it up, and they'll smoke it. And the tobacco and everything stays in the bowl. And you get after a while, you're going to get a buildup of tar from the tobacco on the sides of the bowl. And you would use this to clean it up. So you would scrape out the edges. And you don't want a sharp point at the bottom. You want it rounded off so that you can get into the round parts of the bowl in the bottom. And that's what this is for. This here is used for a couple of things. In the stem of a pipe, you can take it apart and you can put this in there and clean out some of the stuff. You can use it to loosen any tobacco that's in there when you pack it. And this here is, if you look at it, it's nice and flat. And I'm going to put this all away here. Basically, you use this when you put the tobacco in. You use it to tap it down, to tamp it down and get it in there so that there's not too much air. Otherwise, when they try to draw the smoke in, you're getting a lot of air going through. The tobacco burns very quickly. You don't want that. You want a slow burn and to pull the smoke through the stem of the pipe. So this is used to pack it down just enough. Now, if you pack it too much, you can use that long, thin spike, this here, to loosen the tobacco again and then do it again. So that's basically what it is. The cool thing about it, although it's not a Victorinox, I'll show you the tank stamp here. Can you see that? Can you see what it says? It says Rogers Stainless, Sheffield, England. And you see those little symbols there? Pretty cool. Those are maker's marks for cutlery makers. Now you go, well, that's nice. Well, Rogers is really well known for theirs. The main reason is, and they admit to this, and that is they say they are the cutlery company to the royal family in England. So they make all the cutlery for them. Very well known for it, or very well known company. So pretty cool. Picked it up. I don't have one in my collection, and it's just going to need a good polish and clean and shine, and we'll just sharpen that blade a little bit, and we're good to go. Very cool, like this. Now, I showed you this one in the store, and it's a Red Rider. Okay, you can see the handle, the shape. It's basically a sleeve board, has the tip bolsters on it, and it looks just like those Ideal knives that we use, that were made years ago. Ideal made a lot of this sort of stuff. The old heroes of the widescreen, black and white, that sort of thing. The Cowboys, Hopalong Cassidy, Red Rider, Lone Ranger, that sort of thing. They used to make them, and you could buy them at the 5 and dime stores or in any hardware store, gas station. They'd have them on the counter on the wood displays, and they'd have all these on you. Like for about 50 cents you could get one, or even less. A very basic knife, single blade. Now I have one. I have a Red Rider. And it's made by, hold on, here it is here. You can see. It says Red Rider, and it also says at the bottom there, if you look at it, and it says, I believe it's Little Beaver. Can you see that? But it's a Barlow shape. And here's the unusual thing. It's made by, yep, that company, USA. But you can see how similar these are. This one has it on both sides, and it's a Barlow. And I've got a Red Rider here. Now, this just says USA on it, and I'm looking at these blades, and they're very similar because the ricasso and the edge of the blade, it's a half grind. If you look on the other sides, it's flat. So pretty cool. This is a very nice one, and you know, there was a lot of them out there. Who made this? Well, who knows, right? USA. Could be anybody. Well, this guy, the reason I got this guy is it's a Camillus. Camillus. No. Camillus. There you go. New York, USA. Very cool. And, you know, I'm a Camillus fan. So it was nice to be able to add one to it. Now I'm thinking I need to look at these a little bit more when I'm at the antique shopping, because you find them all over the place. And I didn't realize that so many different companies actually made them. I thought it was typically Ideal Knives. So very cool there. The other two I got are actually, between you and me, they're twins. These two here, you see them? Sleeve boards again, the sleeve board style, very thin, the cracked ice look to it. You can see one is a little bit darker than the other, probably older or more used, and you have your tip bolsters. Very basic 2-blade jack. Now Miss Mary is around here somewhere. I can hear her. Maybe I can entice her to stop by and say hello. She's still not happy with me. What do you do? Anywho, here it is here. You can see it's got a pen blade there and basically a spear or even a bigger pen on it. Okay. This is the one that has a little bit darker. And I paid $12 for this one. On this one, which, you know, in California, you know, I doubt if I'd pay $12 here for it. Because, no, a little bit too much. Here's the other one. And you can see, very similar. Let me set them up the same way. So see that? They're both exactly the same. Both beat up. Okay. And you can see the rust on the blades. So they need to be cleaned up, in the wells and all that stuff, and shined and whatever. Now I paid $12 for this, and I believe I paid $8 for this one. Why? Don't know. But, you know, at the time I didn't really realize it. I actually have duplicates now. And they are made by the same company. And I'll try and show you the tank stamps. Let's find a better one that's going to show that tank stamp. I think this one's probably better. Here you go. And if you look really carefully, it's kind of hard to see. But it says Syracuse. Make it so you can see it. It says Syracuse Knife Co. USA. Yeah, a kind of unusual, a little different. And this one actually says the same thing as well. Just not as clear to see. And I had no idea who they were, never heard of them. And that was the reason I got them, because, you know, something different and something I don't have. Syracuse lands up to be, a Camillus side company. In other words, one of those small companies that they formed to make these knives for whoever wanted them. They were used for advertisers as well, very typical. So, very cool. Got to clean these guys up. So there you go. We have us our 4 knives that I got. George's budget. They were a little bit more expensive. And as you saw in that store, I don't understand it. The ones that I was looking at had all the Rough Riders and that. asking way too much for them. When I spoke to the guy, it's actually the store owner. It's his stand. And he said he does that with everything. He really overprices them. I said, where is he? And he said he's away seeing family for the holidays. And because I thought maybe if I can get him on the phone and talk to him about some of those other knives, and if he could, maybe talk him down. But there was no chance of that. It was something I thought I might try. I've never done that before, and I've seen people do that. But he was just ridiculous at, $20 above the price of a Rough Rider that you can get at Smoky Mountain right now. So a little bit silly. I'm not sure why. But he had some interesting knives, and, maybe I'll go back again when I'm back in San Diego and have a look. That store always seems to have knives, so there's that. And of course, like I said, I got back and I was like, oh, let me make this video. And I did it. I actually did it on the farm outside and went through it all. And I don't know what happened to the video. So when I got back here and I wanted to put it all together, there we are. So there you go. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Now that I'm back, I got things to do, got a lot of catching up to do. I've basically, Mary, she's all over the place right now. I'll show you where she is in a minute. I've got 2 days here right now where I have to get myself sorted out. Going fishing, ice fishing, up north to Leech Lake, our annual fishing trip with Travis and Laura and their family. They invite me every year and I go up there with them. It's always a good time. We go out, fish up there, stay at a resort. It's very nice and it's a fun time. So be there for 4 days. So expect a video from that. 2026 just around the corner. So there you go. Hopefully it'll be a safe and prosperous one for everybody. So be safe out there. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. We'll see you again soon. Oh, Mary, right? Hold on. Yeah, the reason you can't see her is she's in the box. She's been a little goofy. She's not happy with me. So there you go. See you again soon.